Taurus, welcome to your April 2025 general reading. I pre-shuffle the cards already and pull them. I haven't seen them yet. I pull them so that just to save time. So we're going to start off with some money, some finance and career. And let's start off with the crown. You've got boss energy, Taurus. Boss energy. Take charge of your career. Take charge of your money. Take charge of your finances. If you've been hurting for money, you are making progress. You've got that energy to do it. Like, pay attention. Pay attention to your finances. Pay attention to where your money's going, Taurus. You've got the power play. You've got wealth going on here. But I would say for you, what I'm feeling more than anything is that boss energy and taking charge. I feel like there are things you can do in your budget. Not that you have to live meagerly, but I feel like there are just ways you can get a little bit more out of your dollar for some of you. And just basically it's about taking charge of your money this month. And you also have feather. And this is a beautiful thing. And what does this have to do with money? Well, feathers are light. So it's light work. Some of you may pick up a side job or just make some quick money babysitting somebody's kids, whatever, walking dogs. Literally house sitting or something for some of you, Taurus. But I also feel it says here light work. So light work is, some people who do a little bit of houseworking, a little dusting, they pick up a little side job. But for you, I feel like light work is literally being a light worker, shining your light, being you, literally radiating and glowing and being a light in the darkness for others. You may be traveling this month for work. It says air related. So some of you may even be going into airlines, who knows. But for you, Taurus, I would say being you and owning that boss energy. Literally, I'd get a hat or a t-shirt that says boss lady, boss man, or one with a crown. Literally, wear a little crown. Get some jewelry, little earrings, whatever. But crown is in. You are the one. It's all about you this month, Taurus, and taking control of your money. About my arm here. Heads up for what's coming your way. This is the Lenormand deck. First card I pulled for you. You've got the birds. And the birds, they come in and out of their nests, right? But they also chirp, as you might be able to hear in the background. I have a video on for the dogs in the other room, and it's birds. And they're chirping. A lot of times that's talking in our heads. That's hearing our own voice talking and talking and talking. Sometimes it's gossip. Sometimes it's being gossiped about. But it's unnecessary. Sometimes it's, birds can be very nervous. One takes off, they all take off, right? So there could be some unnecessary worry that's coming your way. And the beautiful thing, all right, let's see, you've got clover. So that worry, you've got good luck. Clover is lucky. Lucky clover, four-leaf clover, right? It's opportunities, good luck, finances, fortune, there we go. Money coming in. I mean, even if you're into gambling, I'd take a trip to the casino. And then you've got heart. So you've got the heart, you've got love. So you've got good things coming. So these birds are really just you being your own worst enemy, because you do have some good luck coming in, opportunities, and you have love coming in. Now that love might be something that you love to do. It might be a new person who loves you. It may be romance, but I feel more than anything it's all about the heart and love, perhaps even unconditional love. But it's a beautiful thing, Taurus. So just enjoy it and don't, try to keep your mind busy so that you don't make yourself crazy with these birds, really. And again, it could be you leaving the nest and coming back later, taking short trips and coming back. This is always home base, your nest, but maybe staying overnight with friends or taking an overnight trip or day trips, even short trips, weekend trips. A couple of weeks here or a couple of weeks there, but always returning home. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And again, good luck, opportunities, and love. So that's not a terrible thing to look forward to in the month of April, Taurus. And messages from your future self. Let's see what this goes along with here. Okay. This is you, Taurus, you've already lived through April 2025. And this is your advice to you. It's okay to have needs and to fulfill them. So it's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to say no. You don't need to feel guilty if you say no to someone who wants to go out, meet me somewhere, let's do this, let's do that. You can say no. I need to take time for me. And if you have to, schedule it in. Schedule it into your day that you take time for yourself. So instead, if someone calls in, they say, hey, what are you doing? And you say nothing. No, you're not doing nothing. You're doing something for yourself, whatever it is. I would say that's a beautiful thing. You need to take care of yourself, and be mindful, especially this month, for whatever reason. And you also have choose what makes you happy. And here you have a beautiful mermaid, and she's just looking up at the sky with awe. She's got stars. She's under the stars. She's also under fireworks, and life is exploding all around her, and she's under it. She's enjoying it. She's immersed in it. She's immersed in it and living it. She's not hiding under the sea. She's out in it. She's not afraid to be above the water. She's not afraid to leave her safe space, even for a moment, just to participate and then go back down, just like the nest with the birds, leaving for a moment, experiencing life, and then coming back home. So I think this is beautiful so far for you, Taurus. Choose what makes you happy, and it's okay to have needs and fulfill them. So it's okay, basically, to say no. Okay. The Druid deck, the animal you have for this month, you have otter energy. The otter, and if you look at the way the cards fall, he's looking at you having fun. He's looking at you worrying. He's looking at you leaving the nest. He's looking at you with your crown. The otter is telling you to lighten up. He's telling you to have fun, lighten up. He's looking behind him, which is pointing to the other cards. But he's telling you, have fun, lighten up. You got to be like a child. And this is going to sound crazy, but I am known for saying crazy things in my readings. Go to YouTube and look up baby otter videos and look at how cute they are. You have to channel the baby otter. You got to be a baby otter. Have fun. There are those of you, Taurus, who grew up too fast, or who didn't have enough of a childhood, and maybe you have great childhood memories, but you are mostly an adult already. For those of you, especially, lighten up. And this is about having balance in your life, Taurus, and staying balanced, because it's so easy to become off balance, especially with so many distractions, and those chattering birds are really distractions. Chirping, always in your ear. You open up social media and it's blasting at you. You watch YouTube and there's 6,000 bazillion commercials. People are always talking. So lighten up, go have fun, and try to bring that balance back, Taurus. This is what's important for you for this month so far, and I think it's a beautiful reading. So let's get on with tarot. Let's see what's going on. This line is your past. This is your present and future. So let's see. Okay. In your past, or just your recent past, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse, basically, the Knight of Swords is fast moving. You see this guy, he's like bent down, he's racing. He's fast moving, he's speedy, he's cutting away at the truth, he's getting things done. But he's in reverse. So you've recently had a rest, or you've taken time to reevaluate. You've had a quiet time, not moving forward so much, but you've taken the time to reevaluate, to take a look at things. You've just been through some major changes in your life, I feel, Taurus, and you've had to take that time to settle down, settle in, and figure out your next steps. But this is also time to have fun. So that is not to be confused with going out and having fun. Okay, this is what you did in the past, and this is like an anchor card. This position is an anchor. And here in the past also, while you were taking this break, this is you literally working, focused, and doing the work, putting the work in. You're isolated, you're doing work. You work well when you're left to your own devices, but because you had to take this time. Money slowed down a little bit for you, and you may have even had some expenses you weren't counting on, Taurus. But that's okay. That's in the past, and it needed to be done. It needed to be done, and I feel like many of you did not have a choice over this slowdown or this stop. And it's okay because everything happens the way it's supposed to happen in its own due time. So though this is the past, things opened up for you because things moved quickly. This is the Eight of Arrows, gosh. The Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about opportunities, fast-moving opportunities. It can be air travel. It can be arrows of love, like Cupid's arrows. So this is fast-moving, and so whatever changes you made after this quiet period happened quickly. Overnight, it just launched. You just launched into it. And so that's where your boss energy comes in, taking control. You've got opportunities now. This is all good stuff because wands are about growth and creativity, movement, expansion. It's a beautiful thing. So this is where you're at right now, and this is your present line right here. The Fool, the tarot begins actually with the Fool's journey. This is all about the Fool and all his travels until he makes it to the World card and goes through and faces his challenge and grows and then starts all over again, and that's why his number is 0. He takes a leap of faith. He's not looking where he's going to land jumping off a cliff. He's not looking. He's taking that leap of faith. The sun is on him. He has everything he needs in his little backpack. He's got his little faithful dog with him, and he's going to step off that cliff and trust that he's going to land on his feet into a new opportunity and a new adventure, right? He's just taking that leap of faith. But currently, you're faced with something I feel like you may be overthinking, Taurus, because you're not taking that leap of faith just yet. You're hesitating, and those little chirping birds are telling me that you're listening to your own inner voices, doubts, fears, worries. Sometimes, if my mind is not occupied, I am my own worst enemy. I will procrastinate, and not meaning to, but I am such a perfectionist. I will examine a decision from every angle and every possible outcome, and sometimes miss the opportunity because I've spent too much time making sure I made the right decision and that I gleaned the most from the opportunity. And I feel like, Taurus, for some of you, that's where you're at. You're listening to your inner voice too much. There's listening to instinct and going with it and not thinking about it. You don't look back. Once you second guess, it's tumultuous. It doesn't let things happen. The good news is the whole reading centers around the angel Gabriel, okay? Angel Gabriel, I love it. The Judgment card, he's calling, this is good news. When he's like this, it's good news. And he's calling the righteous up out of the graves, and they're leaving the past behind. He's calling them up to a new life, a new and better life, leaving the old ways. Life is for the living. What the Savior Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. Life is for the living. And so this is you right now, Taurus. You are in the middle of a new beginning, a new chapter in your life, a new phase. Everything is like a clean slate, a blank canvas, a clean table. Let's put it that way. I love a clean table before it's been set, because there's so many possibilities of what you can do with that table, what you can put on that table, how you can decorate it, what foods you can put on it. I mean, it's just there for you, and that's where you're at right now, Taurus. So I think this is fabulous for the month of April, in spite of Mercury retrograde. I don't even think about Mercury retrograde. Excuse me. What you have here also, look at this. You have the Star card. Wishes come true. Wishes come true. This particular star, this North Star, the North Star, she is under the North Star. She's basically talking to her higher self. She's talking to Source, basically. And though she's not naked in the card, we come into this world naked. We go out naked. And it's just her and the universe. All her weaknesses, all her strengths, all her dreams are being fulfilled. Her hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I think that is fabulous. I'm going to have a sip of water. And you know what's a beautiful thing, Taurus? In this line with the opportunities and the love, the beautiful heart, you've got wishes fulfilled, dreams come true, good news, leaving the old ways behind. Just this little bit of doubt that goes along with the birds, and all the rest is beautiful. So it's just saying, you're your own worst enemy. Don't listen to your own self-talk or limiting beliefs. Just let them go. You're being called up from your old life. Leave it behind. Rising up into the new, into the blue sky, into rising up, ascending. Not staying horizontal and vertical, but rising up. I think it's beautiful. Now, this way, you've got the High Priestess in reverse. Now, the High Priestess, she's actually my favorite card in the deck. I love her. She's like so cool. So, the High Priestess has a scroll. She has the Torah, and it's rolled up. She already knows what's in it. She doesn't need to open it to read it. She has all the wisdom she needs. She knows everything she needs to know. She's all wise. She's psychic. She has her intuition. She's in tune with the spiritual. And so being in tune with the spiritual, she's also in tune with the physical, because the spiritual rules the physical. But right now, coming up, you have to be mindful, and this is also a heads up with those chattering birds, and this she's right next to the Fool. You may be so worried and so concerned about decisions or just belief in self that you may disconnect from your intuition. And I would hate to see that happen, Taurus, because you already know what you need to know. You already know what you need to do to make the correct decisions. You already know the decisions. You've already made them. And your future self is saying, choose what makes you happy. It's okay to fulfill your needs. So you don't need to have these doubts and worries. You can start the new journey. You can start the new project. You can start the new relationship. At the end of the day, you've only failed if you haven't started. You'll never know if you succeed or not if you don't start. If you started, you've already succeeded because you've already begun that fool's journey. You've already begun the new journey. You've begun the new learning process. You can change this, Taurus, in which I would love to see you just change it. And now that you know it, you can. And the same thing here. With this time you had the rest in the past, and now you've got the good news, and you're starting your new life. You've got Queen of Swords energy. Now, she is, pardon my English, she's badass, okay? She's sitting on her throne. Look at her. She's looking ahead. Her chin is up. She's looking ahead. She is not looking behind. And she is in line with leaving the old life behind. She is not looking back. She's only looking ahead. And she has that steel. This could be an air sign for you also, Taurus. But she has this steel, and she cuts away at bullshit. She cuts away at all that is unnecessary to get to the truth of the matter, to take things down to brass tacks and get the job done. She's ready to go forward. She's looking ahead. She's poised to protect herself. She's prepared, but she's going forward. Look at her. She's ready to leave. If you look at her, the way she's sitting even, she's got one foot ready to take off and launch herself forward. She is not looking back. And that's going to take you into the end of April, where you've got Temperance, which is balance, okay? Which Otter is telling you to have fun so you can balance. You've got to balance your life, but she's ready to go forward. Just as long as you maintain the balance, the moderation, you don't go to extremes. That's what's important. Go forward. Don't do the extreme. And when we talk and second guess ourselves and think too much, when we overthink, we really knock ourselves off kilter. We knock ourselves off balance. We self-sabotage by doing that. So going into leaving April and going into May, you've got the Temperance card. Balance. Temper yourself. It's like tempering steel. You know, when you temper steel, you're taking all the impurities out of it, and it's pure steel, but it's balanced. The sword has to be balanced. It can't be lopsided on one side. It has to be evenly balanced for the swing to be level and to be directed the way you want it directed. Now, excuse me, you've got the Six of Swords right here. This is in reverse. Now this card is normally leaving, you see, they're leaving the troubled waters, and though they have some scars and it's been painful, they're going forward and they're going into safe, calmer waters to an easier life, leaving a harder life and going to easier times. This is in reverse. And this is telling me, not that you're staying in troubled times, but you're telling me, I'm seeing, when I see water at the top of a card, I see it washing everything completely away. The boat being washed away, everything completely being washed away, wiping away that clean tablecloth, that clean table, the clean slate, the blank canvas, the carte blanche, everything just clean, fresh start. And that's what I see for you, Taurus, just a fresh start. And having that balance, you can go forward now and make the choices you want to make. And you're blessed with courage this month. Having that courage. The ocean, you are one drop in the ocean. So you're part of the ocean. You're part of all there is. You're part of all of creation. But you are not the ocean. You're one drop in the ocean. My friend Janet actually recently said that, and I love that. So I'm going to use it. Credit to Janet Swordlove. But as you face life's challenges, yeah, you're going to crash on the rocks. But guess what? The water is never destroyed. Your little droplet goes back into the ocean. It's not destroyed. You might be one of the drops of water that doesn't even slam against the waves. You just might be just going to be one of those things, and then you go back into the ocean and you go do your thing and keep going forward. So courage, it takes courage to leave what you know behind. It takes courage to start a new life, to have a new beginning. It takes courage to live your life in balance. Because living your life in balance sometimes is reining in what you like to do too much, so that then it becomes counterproductive. Reining it in, that takes courage. That takes courage to overcome addiction to binge watching Netflix, or, I don't know. We can be addicted to exercise. We can be addicted to too much love. It's not like too much love. It's kind of weird, but like always needing it and needing it and needing it then becomes a needy thing and a codependent thing. And then it's not a healthy love. So having the courage is what you're going to be blessed with this month for April. Having courage. And I recommend the color frequency for courage is maroon. And those of you in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be a piece of cake because you just entered autumn, right? You're just in fall, so maroon is a fall color, so no worries. But whenever you need courage, wear maroon. It will just help you bring out your own courage within. And anytime you need courage, maroon nail polish, maroon socks, a maroon belt, maroon accessories, maybe maroon pillows in your living room, or maroon sheets, whatever it is. That's for courage, is a little bit of maroon. Maroon, I don't know. Just try to add a little splash of maroon somehow, okay? I feel, Taurus, that as you make this transition, you're going into something so new in May. You're not going to see it coming. It's going to be so beautiful. I feel like you're going to feel so blessed if you do this. If you're able to put your life in balance, if you're able to lighten up and have fun, and not relive childhood, but experience things, see things in a childlike way. See things with wonder and awe. See things in the magnificent way they are created. By seeing these things, by having that fun as a child, bringing your life into balance, you're fulfilling those needs. A car doesn't just run on gasoline. You have to make sure there's air in the tires. The tire pressure is balanced on all 4 tires. You have to make sure that the battery is charged. You have to make sure the oil is clean. You have to make sure there's oil in the car. You have to make sure there's fluid in the radiator. Like there have to be levels filled for the car to function properly. And so you need to take that time to fulfill your needs so that you can run on full and be the best you can be. Because when you're the best you can be, that's when you can give the most to others or be of most value, because you don't want to give too much and then it's off balance. So it's all about temperance, closing out the month with temperance, learning that balance, learning that temperance, and washing away the old, just literally a fresh start. And we're going to end with, okay, you've got a temporary situation, the tent, you've got the temporary situation. So whatever this is, this month will be temporary, so don't worry about it if you're in a low. And then that from that temporary situation, you've got, this will be a change for the better. Once you get through this, it will definitely be a change for the better. So that's a positive thing to look forward to. Gong, an exciting event. You know, when they ring the gong, bong, and there's like a big event happening or a big announcement. That's what you've got coming up. So you've got a temporary situation that's going to be a change for the better, and an exciting event's going to pop up, and September, something good is going to be coming in September. And it could be this exciting event, something to look forward to all summer. Something you've been waiting is maybe going to come to fruition, or you're going to be able to commence something in September. But you've definitely got a change for the better. It's all temporary stuff and a beginning of something new. I think it's fantastic. Own your boss energy, Taurus, and stop talking to yourself. Just take a deep breath, be childlike, have some fun, be happy, and just enjoy. Allow. It's the art of allowing. Your wishes are going to come true. You're looking ahead, you're not looking back. Don't look back. We learn from the past, and we take what we learn with us in the present, but don't keep looking back, because we'll stay in the past. And you don't want to be in the past. You've been there, done that. You want to move forward. When we live in the past, we can't experience new life. We can't have those new experiences because we're reliving old memories. So we have to let go. And you're not letting go to people who've passed on. You're not letting go. You still have the memories, but you're carrying them with you. And you're honoring them by living now, by living in the moment right now, by experiencing every moment, by appreciating every drop of water, every morsel of bread, all the savoring life, all the seasonings, all the spices of life, the colors, the vibrancy. This is for you, Taurus, and I'm happy for you. So have a great month. I'll see you next month. As my mother would always say, stay spiritual and take care. Be well.